Bye-bye. I'm gonna start late night luck, and then basically all I'm gonna be doing is fixing my Skelly because it needs fixing, writing, and reading. And by fixing my Skelly, I mean writing the Skelly. Jimmy hates us. Yeah, what if I do? Then what? What if I actually hated you guys? How crazy would that be? That'd be so wild for real, you know? But I don't, so it's okay. I don't. Ads are gonna start in like 2 minutes. Ooh. So let's go ahead and do this instead. Skelly? Yeah, so it's like a book skeleton. I just call it a Skelly because it's easier. But it gets all my stuff organized, essentially. Characters, general idea of what I want to do. This is the first time I've come up with a concept for a book, and I have a very, like, literally just a summary. I got nothing else. We're gonna be flying by the seat of our pants here. But let's do this. Let's go ahead. I don't have a proper late night lucky scene anymore. I just realized this. Yeah, no, this has to be retired. I guess we do this. This is probably fine. I don't love it. I need to make a new overlay. I know I've been saying that, but I really do these streams because I'm not happy with the ones I have anymore. So we'll so we should be good enough since you flush it out later. Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm definitely not contesting that. I mean, my writing process is pretty, I would say it's pretty streamlined at this point. Like, I know what I'm comfortable with. You know, we got what's wrong with the old LNL overlay? I can't do the like ADHD screen anymore because you get in trouble. But like, you know, I got for Digitopia, this is what I did for mine. Much later than what I did for Lucky Days, because Lucky Days is going to be going longer. So you have like the full Skelly, characters based on their affiliations, locations based on continent and location, or city and whatnot. I need to update this actually. A bestiary for creatures and races. But anyways. Alrighty then, y'all. I heavily suggest you make yourselves cozy, take a little nappy nap or whatever, grab yourself a snacky snack, and get ready for some late night lucky because it is time. Let me just paste these on here real quick, and then Cam's suggestion. Got some names. Alright. So we have to do a few things. Let's change the font first. Make this a bit bigger so your blind asses can see it. And then I have to go to this. Ta-da! There you go. We're so back, baby. It's been a while. It's been a while, you know? It's been a hot minute. Thank God. Me when dark mode go burr? Question mark. You ever just activate dark mode and you get the feeling in your loins, you know? You know what I mean? Feel real good about it. Alright, so let me RQ grab the information I posted in the server real quick so I can write it out properly here. Go back to Lucky's Horde, Library of Eon, story idea, and then we grab this. Paste without formatting. Let's go down a few. text a little too big. Is this text size okay? Can you guys still see all right? If I zoom in a bit. Better. Spell shield. I thought about like spell sword or sword spell or shield spell, spell shield, etc. But because like sword and sorcery exists and some other stuff, I decided not to go that route, like at all. I do like spell sword quite a bit. Spell shield, same vein, but just because of like, you know, general issues. I'll put this in as your suggestion, but chances are I'm gonna stay away from that. First thing we need to do, actually. Okay. Seraph Sanctuary is a card in Magic. Card in Magic. Let's do a little bit of brand recognition. RQ. Okay. Safe. Devotion, Damnation. Actually, don't even want this name. Witch Knight, Night Witch, and Witch Knight are probably going to be problematic ones. The Witch and the Knight, something survive. Witch X Knight. Otome Isekai. I'm back again. Can you please give me manual recommendations of this? Emperor is 1,000 years longer. Oh, okay. They're saying like Witch and Knight together. I understand. Chopping. Night Witch. The Witch and the 100 Acre Knight. Okay. This might be slight brand confusion. Slight brand confusion. Considering this is one I'll actually be able to like sell. Worship Witchcraft. Worship Witchcraft. We should be okay here. Safe. Safer. Vow Blasphemy. We'll get rid of. Oath and Quoth is, I'm sure, safe. Yeah, no, we're chilling. Suggestion. Safe. Let's go back to spell sword. Yeah, this already has stuff for sure. Plus like glasses and whatnot. Spell and Shield is a gaming channel on YouTube. Baldur's Gate, Spell Shield. Possible confusion. These title names, yeah. And then I'll just put this in here so I know. Obvi, no go. Random issues. I do like Seraph Sanctuary. I do like Witch Knight or Night Witch. Oath and Quoth is fun. Spell Sword and Spell Shield flow off the tongue, nice. But again, obvious problems with both of these, especially this one. Worship and Witchcraft is okay, I think. See anybody else answer it in Discord? Kubo Energy, I don't know what that means. I think this one fits the vibe of the story pretty heavily too. Let's do this. Let's put... What's up here? I'm gonna get rid of Doctrine and Defiance. I gotta turn this down. Dude, it's the Precure boxing the fuck out of people. Let's go. I think Doctrine Defiance is just like really... If somebody reads this, they're gonna be like, ah, yes, Edgelord. Although DXD, like high school DXD, is also kind of sketch. WXW, SXS, what to say? WXQ, or WXK, KXW. So these are like the most safe. And then this is safe AF as well. fairly safe. Pretty safe. Hex Dex. That's cute, but like, what is the Dex attribute to? Like, what does that ads title was? Spell Swords out. Dexterity for the knight. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Hex Dex, Hex X Dex. Hex X Dex. I thought I was thinking out loud for a second, but I was not. Which is funny. If I do this though, it'd be funny to do attack knight of sorts. So if this can get moved up here. OXQ, don't love that. HXD, it's fine. HXD is fine. WXW I like. DXD I like. SXS is nice. WXK, KXW. Witch Knight. I like having Witch in the front because it's saying Witch Knight, but if I was saying like the abbreviation KX, you know, KXW feels better than WXK. WXK, KXW. Night Witch. Witch Knight. Damn. Okay. So this is as far as safety goes. So we have def safes, really a non-issue, and then possible brand confusions, naming confusions, search engine confusions. Let's do this. Let's do out of if I feel lukewarm on it, I'm gonna give it a 2. Or if I feel lukewarm on it, I'll give it a 1. If I like it, I'll give it a 2. If I really like it, I'll give it a 3. Let's do worship, witchcraft, WX. I like that. Doctrine, defiance. Feels. Oh, doesn't feel right. Oath, quoth, probably also a 2. XX also a 2. Seraph, probably a 2. Seraph Sanctuary, SXX. Spell Shield, probably a 2. I really like the name Night Witch. So we can get rid of Doctrine and Defiance. The problem now comes down to these are objectively better than any of these because all of these I like enough and they're all completely safe. This one could technically get a pass because it's literally just one card in Magic. That one card in Magic is enough to throw off like search algos and stuff. And then these two kind of lose a bit of power because of brand stuff. So since this is also a 3 down here at the same level, we can kill this. We're kind of just left with these. I think for that same reasoning, we could lose Seraph Sanctuary. Though Seraph Sanctuary is really favorable. We'll keep these for now. Maybe I'll do an actual poll later. Title, whip. Working. Why Dex? Dexterity was the call. Working title. There we go. Alright, moving on. Alright, let's shore up the story idea. So I said, Knight believes in their world's goddess. there. Their world's goddess. Fights in the name of that goddess under an oppressive ruler. Knight is sent with a squad to detain a witch. Witch refuses to be arrested as she did nothing wrong. Very nice. But doesn't want to fight. Knight's attack first. Attack while the first knight is still trying to talk, which warned them about traps, but they didn't listen. Traps activate and familiars attack the knights. First knight doesn't realize those are familiars. They tried to protect the witch, get injured by a familiar, which takes them and nurses back to health. They think the witch is actually the goddess because she has powers and features similar to the goddess description. She keeps trying to explain that she is not a goddess. They don't listen and swear fealty to her. Knight and witch must leave. Since the unit never returned, more will come over and over again. Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Okay, so we don't need this. So the knight should pass as male and female. Probably just be a male, honestly. Or a female, honestly. Cares not for bonds of gender, only the bonds of them and their goddess. Maybe not. I like that, it's cute. Alright. Knight passes as both male and female. Cares not for bonds of gender, only the bonds of them and their goddess. Okay, cool. Easy money. So that's the main story idea. So let's see. Have like a story, like hook, question mark. All right, so let's do general overview. Jeepers creepers. Methinks that we could start with. It would help if I did their names and shit first. That'd be like a great place to start, yeah. Having actual fucking character information. No, my text, it's all fucked up. We need to center you. Center, please. Characters. Characters. Main. You're doing it to me again, you fucker. Spectral medium. Main goes to here. And we can do spectral medium. Heading 3. Wait, what's good, Catboy? How you doing today? Which? Hopefully you're having a good day. Saturdays do be kind of fucking crazy with it though, no? Nights. No way I write the whole book and just call them Witch at Night, yeah? No, we're not doing that. Okay, let's not reuse a metric fuck ton of names I've already used, yeah? Marilyn, Marigold, Margarine. Let's do this. Let's work backwards because I tend to do better working backwards. This type of thing. So let's start with, let's start this how we always do, with a Bullet list. Then. Physical description. I think I use a different outline method like every time. Physical description. Brain. Thank you. Personality. Likes. Dislike. I could probably put that under personality, yeah. Go back to that thing. Powers. Abilities. Even do like a stat spread this time. My fucking bad, dog. Powers, abilities. Equipment. Armaments. I could steal the breaker's name, that's fine. Breakers. Breakers. Match attack. My brain's so shot. Do like, we could do something with like 2 different types, right? We could do like maybe like 3 different types depending on factions. Something that like refers to the goddess, and then or like other whatevers, like I don't fucking know, like a vow something, or an oath something, oath sign, vow signs, I don't know, relic, vow relic. Do something for the witch side too, where it's like yeah, I don't know. We'll come back to that. Lots of things to think about. Physical description, personality, powers, abilities. My brain's farting on me. Nice. Love that for me. Personality, physical, likes, dislikes, power stats. Yep. Okay. Very cool. Physical description. We'll just do build, actually. That saves me some space. So we do build. Why are we in aerial, though? Don't love that. Spectral, medium. 16. Okay. Build. I should be able to see that better now. Unique features, build clothing, unique features. Air slash just colors, I guess. Eyes, skin. Am I missing anything? No, probably not. Imagine being more organized for a side story than your main one. That's so crazy. Clothing. Unique features. Okay, that should be fine. Question mark. Temperaments? Maybe. Temperaments. Obviously likes, dislikes. Oh, you know what would also be really cool? I guess I could put it under personality. No? Yes? Goals. Let's put it under other. That's fine. Misc. Goals. It's probably better to call this description. General description, and then we don't be stupid. Yeah. Oh, lucky. 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 Lucky, please. Please, lucky. Fuck, dude. Goals. Oh, there was something else. Backstory. An affiliation, maybe? Affiliations. Fucker. They really do. Sorry, I had to mute. I was dying. Classic, right? Oh my god. Magic. Magic. Skills. Strengths. And surprise weaknesses. I know, shocker, I'm right. Invigorating, truly. Fucking call them what, passives? Question mark. Alright. Anything unique should also be noted. Just being a bit more. Boop, boop, boop. Very nice, very nice. Temperament, likes, dislikes. Characteristics? Question mark. Not just temperament though. Okay. What's that called? Trope traits? Spell saber? That's pretty good. Spell saber's pretty good. I mean, we can do the same thing with a lot of things, right? Like, spell blade, or not, spell blade, spell saber, spell lance, etc., etc. Spell saber. X saber? No, we don't want X saber, but thank you, Google. Spell saber. Ooh, pretty. Nah, I like your thinking though. Spell saber, SXS. Up cards and yeah, Aegis. I have a city of Aegis in my books. Oh man, Aegis reflector. Aegis my goat. Okay, we got the witch. The witch is which. Let's just make sure this is also fucking. Is that a right? Joel? Joel. Time for the Joel spam, Wheatley. How's it going, Wheatley? Your sister's cat's bothering you, so you can't type properly? Tell your sister's cat they're very well behaved and they need more pets than they already have. More pets. Yo, Fi-Fi kinda cooking, huh? They be kinda cooking in this video, what they're calling. Methinks. What's your question, really? Are microplastics good for you? Don't worry about it. Okay, which done. La Weech. Damn, it's 10:34 already? Where'd the time go? I was vibing. Alright. Man, the not having a name just readily available gonna bother the shit out of me. So here's what I'm thinking. We delete is server 18 plus to be safe, or does it actually have NSFW content? Yes to both. So there's a NSFW thing underneath, what's it called? Under art, like under the art category, but also to like fully, you know, cover this again. Same thing. It should be also in my chat thingy, but basically like I cannot be responsible for people who aren't adults, unfortunately, because it's A, not my job, and B, I don't want that stress or responsibility. And even if I'm not the problem, which the way I behave is very much a problem for a developing mind, I think, at least on stream, not with my own children, duh. But like, there's that, but like, I can't protect somebody else's children in my server if they're talking to adults in DMs and stuff that they met in my server. Like, I'm not gonna know about that. You know what I mean? I have no way to like basically impact that unless it's brought to my attention, and a lot of the times these things happen without server mods or owners knowing, and I don't want to feel responsible for anything going south at any time. And like, people in the server will jokingly like flirt here and there occasionally, or you know, they'll make, you know, jokes that just straight up aren't appropriate or whatever, but like, I don't feel comfortable having people in my community that aren't adults, because this is very like, everything's very adult oriented, and the internet's just not a really safe or conducive place to minds in general, young minds especially. Like, if your frontal lobe hasn't developed, good luck. You know, but I can't tell somebody who's fucking 23 what to do with their life. And I just like, I don't know. I don't want to be responsible for any of that shit. So that's where I'm at. So my thing to anybody who's a minor ever, always, is if you are in my server or you are watching my streams, I obviously appreciate you choosing to want to support me, but like, I can't have you here yet. Sure, when you're like grown older and you want to like interact with us, you know, be here, etc., totally down with that. But until that point, if I ever find out, we ever find out, and we will find out if we even are slightly sussing somebody, we will find out and we will forcefully remove you. Because again, this isn't just like not the environment for that. There's plenty of better ways for young people to whatever, etc. I sound like a fucking boomer, but basically I just don't want that responsibility, and I don't want something negative happening because I'm, you know, I have a community and something. You're 17, and it sucks because like, I appreciate you being here, and I feel like we've had some good conversations and stuff, but like, realistically, until you're like adult, you know what I mean? Like, until you're doing all the things on your own and you're responsible for yourself, it's probably best that you're not here. I'm just gonna say, it's best that you're not here. You're welcome to come back the day that you're 18 or whatever, but like, we don't need any problems for you or any problems for us. I super ultra omega appreciate the time that you have been here though. But until then, get out of here. See you next time. Whatever next time is for you. Whenever you hit the next time. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately. Like, the rules are the rules. And we gotta make sure that, like, we're all... Be back when you're 18. I appreciate it. 07 soldier. Take care. Thank you for respecting the rules, and I wish you the best until then. I will see you in Nia's chat and stuff. Bye, Wheatley. Take care. Stay away from this. Eat all the microplastics, obviously. Yes. Continue to do so. Grow big and strong. But yeah. And see, it's stuff like that where like somebody's upfront about it and they're respectful about it and they're honest about it. That is 100% gonna make it so that I don't just outright ban you and never let you come back. That decision right there that Wheatley made 100% made it so I'm like, yeah, come back whenever. When you, well, not whenever, but you know, when you're an adult. But if you're like trying to fucking sneak it and hide it like somebody else did in the past, no. That's a ban. You're gone. You're gone. Straight up. See ya. Maybe I'm weird for that, but there's definitely, to me, there's a difference in mentality, whether it's, I don't want to call it maturity, but it's like respect. You know what I mean? Like I have rules for my space, and if you're willing to respect those rules and like be decent about it, I'm willing to work with you. Just not right now. We have a specific community. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Grounded? Me? What the fuck did I do? Asher just comes in. Grounded. Huh? The hell? Oh, dude, Sandy's so crazy. Sandy's art is so fucking sick. Oh my god, dude. I can't wait till they post it so I can show it. I actually really love. Hold on. Nice. You're hungry and your daughter keeps waking up. I didn't feed you? My bad. You're right. I should have cloned myself and cooked you dinner. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Silly me. Goofy Lucky. Get it together. Alright. Real quick. Let's brainstorm. RQ. You cooked dinner and you want dessert? What do you want for dessert though? Forgot what this is called in Lo-Fi. Was it Aria of the Soul or Velvet Room? This one is the poem for everyone's souls, in parentheses, from Persona 5, artist Lo-Fi Leah. The poem for everyone's souls. Neat. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the power scaling for this is going to be exponentially quite a bit lower than Lucky Days. Like Lucky Days, we got some like reality altering shit, right? At the tippy top, and then elsewhere we got other stuff. I'm thinking I still want to have people who can like 1v X amount of normal individuals. I think I would like maybe the strongest individual to be able to just like straight up level an entire city block. That's strong, but that's not like too strong, right? So there's that. It's the power system or ability system. I'm probably gonna have it follow LXD pretty closely, but I'm not going to have it be as overtuned. So generally speaking, well, I might do something different. Hold on. What do you think? We haven't gotten this far yet. My default is usually magic exists. Mana is in all things and can be interacted with in a multitude of different ways. Somebody's soul has a gate. Their gate is what allows them to allow X amount of volume of mana from within their soul out. And then magical circuits are like veins that run everywhere. Isn't the same universe as LXD? Oh, and it carries the mana. LXD, if so, past or future? Good question. Haven't gotten that far. The furthest I've gotten is Knight mistaking witch for a goddess and swearing fealty is really cute and funny. I want to do that. And I want to make them go on a little adventure trying to find a home to settle down in. Essentially. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Why people make separate power systems for mages and knights? I don't. Generally. My power system is usually like something that everybody just has access to, whatever it is. And their ability to interact with it varies. We see cameo from something fluffy, Linty Air Noodle. You talking about big bitch motherfucker? Linter? Problem is if Linter is here, power scaling wise, it's gonna be way higher than what I'm looking for. Unless why they don't make it unified? I'm sure they have like good reasons for it. There's definitely merit to not having it unified. Maybe they draw their powers from different sources, you know what I mean? So like one source might abide by certain rules and another source abides by another set of rules. It's always a fun time if they do that. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I have a very clear what's it called? Favoritism of mobility based boots, right? Like boost boots, sled boots, and a bunch of other things where it's like motherfuckers get extra mobility off of this. And originally in my head I was kind of picturing that this knight would be like a Magitech knight. I don't know if I really want to do Magitech though. So let's do this pre-Magitech, because I've been doing like basically all the stories I've written have had Magitech recently. I've done nothing without it. So let's do this without Magitech. We'll have like proper, if you want light source, you're not using like a gem and channeling mana to get light. We're gonna have like proper, you're running a fire-based lamp or a torch type beat, I think. So we're gonna kill the modern sensibilities that I've been putting into my fantasy stories to make it like a hybrid modern fantasy. And we're gonna make this more fantasy-esque. So if it is an LXD, it has to be quite a bit pre everything that's happening. Pre the war as well. Hermes sandals, we love a good pair of Hermes sandals. I do want to focus on still fantastical feeling things. So I don't want like everybody to just be like sword and shielding, macing and bows and shit. Like I want some wild fuck ass weapons up in this hoe. Magical artifacts. So we'll definitely keep with that. But what I'm thinking is we're gonna have a heavier focus on breakers for normal individuals. That's what I'm thinking. Equipment, and then we'll do breakers. So for those of you that don't know, in LXD, Lucky Days, breakers are essentially, they can be sentient pieces of equipment, whether it's a ring or it's a sword, a weapon, a piece of armor, whatever. Breakers are essentially something that has gained some level of notoriety, good or bad, and has enough mana in it because of its use or other reasons that it's gained not only a name but like an empowered sense of state. So for example, there's backpacks that are essentially bag of holdings in lucky days. But Taiga, one of the characters, Taiga's character, in the book has the small bag, the little small bag or what the fuck it is. I don't remember because it's not in front of my face right now. And it's basically an empowered or a different special type of that similar fat pack, right? Big small bag, yeah, that's right. The little big small bag was not it. So yeah. So the idea behind breakers is that they just like, you know, they can do things but different and or better, or they're just entirely unique and there's nothing like it. And loosely named after Small Moon Ranch, true. You do be spin, I remember that. So that's like the point behind breakers, and a lot of characters use breakers to be more formidable or handle tasks. It's not always a fighting power thing. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna have a very clear distinction between, is there a reason for their names? Yeah, so actually breakers, the reason I chose breakers is because there's usually something in front of it, or at least there was originally. World breakers. They're artifacts or items of legend so powerful that they tip the scales of balance in the world. If somebody has a world breaker, whichever affiliation they belong to, immediately becomes much more prominent because of how much value that world breaker has. Whether the world breaker gives impregnable defenses, or, you know, fucking just generate shit out of thin air, make things never lose durability, whatever it is, like something like really, really impactful becomes a world breaker. And then like regular breakers are standard. Farming hoe able to kill a dragon? Not quite, but yeah, getting on the right track. Did I say impregnable? You just wanted me to say that word, I know. It's okay. No, impregnable. Impregnable. I can't talk right now. Leave me alone. So, alright, I'm getting distracted. So I think what we do is we have a lot of the characters utilizing standard weaponry. Breakers are going to be more for your like lieutenants, captains, higher ranking people, that kind of thing. Maybe not as common as they are in LXD. So they're a big deal. And then our lady slash they them knight here will have breaker too.
There's two cats!
There's two cats, and one of those cats is very decaffeinated. Welcome in, welcome in. We're starting a new story during Late Night Lucky tonight. I'm working on the skeleton right now. Hope you enjoy your stay very decaffeinated. We do a lot of different stuff here, but Late Night Lucky is one of the main things I do. Assuming I don't forget my schedule. So yeah, breakers wise, I think Knight here is going to focus on breaker usage. They are going to have a little bit of magic though, and they're going to learn some magic as time goes on via the witch. My voice is soothing. Oh, that's nice of you to say. I'm also sick, so thank you. that's very sweet. Witch here is obviously going to use magic, but I think part of what we need to figure out is exactly what kind of magic that I want to use. So I think, here's what I'm thinking. I utilize like generic electric magic a lot. Ice magic gets a lot of use. A lot of different unique types of magic. Could do like grav magic, familiar magic. Hard. Stay away from like, we should stay away from anything Lucky would use. Something more mental? I think that'd be cool, yeah. Haven't done anything like heavy on the plant side in a while. Okay, so I guess part of that is we know that she can do healing, but the healing is going to be through alchemy. right? Alchemy slash apothecary. Apothecary. And that's where he gets the goddess thing from, right? Hypnosis, hallucinations, some memory search. That'd be pretty cool. Trying to think. We could do magics. 7, 6, 7. That's 13. Yeah. Okay, what do I want her to be able to achieve in their adventures and battles together? Obviously, she can make, like, you know, different vials to different effects via this stuff. But when it comes down to it and she needs to use magic, what are we trying to do? I think that I really want to stay away from, like, lunar stuff, celestial stuff. I don't want to step on my own toes. Could do, like, marrow, like weaving, something weaving, marrow weaving. She could be handy with a thingy. Enhancement type magic, yeah. She could enhance the night, right? So we do like mono weaving, maybe? Ooh, mono weaving. I like it. Okay. It sounds nice. Is there a prettier name I can come up with? Let's put this in as a placeholder. Mono weaving. Mono weaving. That's not right, is it? Mono weaving, yeah. So like, what is this responsible for though, right? I think I do want to do this like this just for visual acuity. Mono weaving. And manipulate. Manipulate. Very essence of mana. Various degrees. I'm gonna draw, but you're not gonna be so tired after making a recent one. I feel you. It like, I don't know. It definitely can be exhausting. I worked on 4 different pieces today. Obviously didn't finish 4. But like, you know, I did some of my comm work. I got all the line art done except for one part. I have to fix the expression in eyes. I did that. I did like a prize that I owe for a chibi thingy. That's done. I did, or no, the sketch for that's done. I need to do the line art next, which I'll work on tomorrow or Monday. I did, this is just done now. This is a sketch that I colored. No, I did not, Taiga. Sketch that I colored of 2 Digimon. This was a prize as well. I was like, listen, I'm not doing a full like line art of 2 characters plus coloring and shading. So we met in the middle on the sketch. So I did the sketch and then I was like, you know what? I could just paint in some color and then there you go. I'm happy with how this came out. All things considered and what it is. We're trying to do a helmet and shoulder pad. That sounds like a lot of work. Anything like armor and like mech is always very involved. There's another thing I did, and then I have a pose study I gotta work on, but I'm not doing that right now. Soon, TM, soon. A sip from me? Sure. textures. We love a good cloning tool out here. Joking. All right. Various degrees. She can see threads of mana and whatever person or object he focuses on. She can manipulate the very essence of mana to various degrees by interacting with these threads. It allows for healing, familiar. This allows for creating objects, familiars. She could do the swiggly smooth mana. I guess there's a reason to color a witch. True. Spin. Healing. And let's leave it at that for now. This creates, yeah, I don't know why I said creating. This could be used for creating. There we go. Let's do, let's stick on this weaving thing though, right? Let's go like, weave crafting, weave craft. Healing could be like, if we're like patching somebody up, right? And we're using thread, or like cord, not cord. Cord doesn't sound cool. Thread, wire, thread, healing, thread. Thank you for the head pats. Thread binding, thread. You're healing somebody. You're nursing them. Thread. Doesn't sound right. Some of them. Thread recovery, thread recoup, no. Thread rehab, thread mending. Stitching, stitch mending, stitch healing, stitching's good. Stitch. I like thread bending. That sounds nice. Thread mending, because you're literally mending something with a thread. Sounds magical still. Stitch fixing would be cute. Stitch fix. Thread mending. We just assume that, like, what if she could like make traps with it? What if she could like do the hallucination thing? You're talking about like mental stuff, right? Hallucination. Stitch binding, stitch. Patch, you're right. Patch, third patch. Stitch, patch, stitch. Patch mending. Pattern patch. Pattern, okay. Patch binding. binding, tangle, stitch, stitch, tangle, pattern, stitch, pattern, tangle, tangle, pattern, tangle, patch, patch, tangle, weave. True, I do have mono weaving already though, is like the general thing, and then weave craft is creating objects. And oh, you're saying to use it as like a web? Yeah, I see what you're saying, like a trap. Let's try, let's do binding. I think binding works. Crafting, right? Crafting, mending, binding. And trap, magic, something binding, pattern binding, patch binding. I feel like I had other stuff pulled up. Badass. Pull this back up. Trap synonym. Shit, so much work. Merriam-Webster. I love doing this shit though, it's so fun. Trick binding? Trick binding's kind of cute. Web binding. Sounds like it's just for webs though. Pattern binding is kind of nice. Pattern binding, patch binding, net binding, kinda. At that point you could just do web binding as well. What about like a seal? What about like a seal? Not that kind of seal. Chain binding, it's cute. I do want to stick with the binding though. All right, let's do pattern binding, weave crafting, thread mending, patch binding, pattern binding, thread binding, pattern creating a trap out of a pattern. Sure, I like it. Picasso, very nice. So she has mono weaving powers and abilities. It's her main thing. She has some alchemy and apothecary skills as well. Let's do this. Personality, characteristics, outgoing. Okay, whoa. Okay. So I feel like the super outgoing witch but stuck at home trope, made to leave home, experience world thing, pretty established, question mark. The brooding, leave me alone, I don't want to hurt anybody, witch trope, also done. I want them to be pretty happy. So let's see, they're gonna be, we'll say, charismatic. They have to be if they're making them like confused about the whole goddess situation. Outgoing. What am I doing? I'm working on the Skelly first story. Charismatic, outgoing. Nurturing? Question mark? Not quite. Definitely, I mean, caring is pretty generic, but in a specific way. Can't let somebody who's hurt remain hurt type beat. What someone who is hurt and hurt. Let's start there for a sec. Likes, powers, abilities, magic. Are you? You want me to end early and go to bed early? Oh god. Let's see. Goals. Goals. What you want? We'll say first layer. Live in peace. Second layer. See the world, make lots of friends. Third layer. Find home. After learning, it's alive. Easy money. Okay. Affiliations. Okay. What we call these rogue witches? We'll call them. No. Call them heretics. Heretic. Host. Knight, in quotes. We'll come up with something for that. Okay. I'm digging it. Let's see. We do a lot of like pretty color-coded characters, I feel like. I'd like to continue that for the witch. If she's focused on like maybe not so much like direct combat, right? She's kind of healing, summoning things and like creatures and objects, basically with her mono weaving skills, kind of manipulating the environment with that, laying traps. Maybe not the most built MFer in the world, you could say. So height. Let's do 5 foot 3 inches to centimeters. 160. 02. 160. My bad. 160 centimeters. Body type? Question mark? I don't know. We'll call it slender-ish. Not quite athletic or built, but has been living on their own, so they're toned. Slenderish with some muscle from doing physical labor on so long. Okay. Understandable. Just realized I don't have an age slot. So cool. Age. Let's do 28. 26. 26 years old. Don't really need that, do we? Hair colors. Hey. Man, I feel like people usually associate like a witch's hair color or eye color with their ability pretty heavily. And I think because mono weaving is pretty neutral, I think we should do something fucking crazy for the hair color. I think we should go fucking nutty on this. Like really kind of throw things off. I think we should make this a really colorful character. So let's do that. Color. Chartreuse. What the fuck is that? Why do I not know what this word is? color? Herbal liquor? A fucking split pea soup at us? It's supposed to be like a lime green and a split pea, question mark. Getting like different swatches for this. Jesus Christ, there's so many. The fuck? Things I already have, like, I have Stella, who's also running this. I mean, she has more of like a olive deepish green. It's notoriously hated. Really? I don't want my character to be hated. I want them to be really likable. Colors. Let me just take a look at some colors, Arcadia. Really striking colors is a great Google search, by the way. Technically CC. Who's CC? I guess where do I want to be on the color wheel? We're gonna pass on purple. We're gonna pass on pink. Red and orange are in the running. We're gonna pass on blonde and yellow. Code Geass, the pizza girl. Code Geass, CC. Oh, interesting. People don't like this color? This is a great color. Color picker. It's a pretty good color. Chat's like, aren't we supposed to be writing a skeleton for your book? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Trust. It's all part of the process. Just not realizing because I hit F11, it's fucking everything up. Can you sit, baby? Or back up a little? Oh, thank you. I'll get some later. Thank you, though. A proper color picker would go crazy. Because what if I also want to... what if I also want to be able to... what's it called? Proper color picker would go crazy because what if I also want to be able to move around the fucking thingamajig? The color wheel. The hell? It ain't that dark. What the fuck? What are you doing? The shade of grenades to use with the pink? Oh, yeah. This one? Oh, it's borked on the bottom now. Damn it. The mint green. That's pretty good. Why is this not color picking correctly though? You know what's funny? I called it cotton candy color hair and watermelon color hair, but cotton candy is always like pink and blue. Which is, you know, great. We got this. We got this shit on lock. All right, let's upload image. Yeah, why is color picker just not working? The fuck? It's like not. Jesus Christ. Alright, I guess we're doing this the, you know, the normal way. Wait me a second. Okay. Insert his new layer. Let's do this. Let's go. Pick color. What the fuck? What is going on right now? Oh, it's because I was in the fucking. That's why. I was still changing the shape and size. Good lord, dude. That was a mess. Just getting it from every side right now. Mint, green, and bubblegum. Beefin'. Oh my god, please. And then we could just do one of these. Probably should be a bit more vibrant now. Tis fine. Don't mind. Don't mind. There we go. This will save me lots of work in the future. Now that I also do art, by the by. Eye color though. Whoops. Why are we doing heterochromia again? Why can I, or not heterochromia, but split hair colors? Why do I do this to myself? Stop that. Stop making your future life harder. We could do the, like green and pink eyes. But like I don't wanna. We'll just do like do really loud pink eyes. You know, not for anything. I don't have my drawing tablet out, so don't judge me, but what if we did something kind of funny real quick? Just because my brain needs help visualizing. This is gonna take me longer than usual, isn't it? I'll have to work on this off stream a bit for sure. You look like crap, but doing this with my mouse is cursed. How do people do this? Cursed AF. Nope, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the pink eyes and the mint green hair. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Good talk, y'all. We did it. No heterochromia this time. Easy money, easy money, easy money. Alright. appreciate y'all for being here. I had a great time. As always. As always. For real, for real. I hope that you guys had a good time with Late Night Lucky tonight. Tomorrow is Sunday. And tomorrow we will be booting up at the same time as always, 8 p.m. EST. And when we do, we'll be doing a full stream of Late Night Lucky. I'm not entirely sure what I'll be doing on stream as far as Late Night Lucky goes, but I know that we'll probably work on this Skelly or LXD at least a little bit. There's definitely chances for both and or either of those things. We have lots of Late Night Lucky time tomorrow, so the possibilities are endless. It's so much fun. Hope you guys have a good one. Thank you to everybody who submitted Junomon decks. I will be solidifying which one I want to put in the video soon, TM. So thank you again for your submissions. I had fun playing them. Don't worry, I won't cop out and then just do my deck as the video. I promise, I'm better than that. Good night, Cam. Take care, Tyga. And everybody else as well. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.